So I've been in a period of growth lately. As you guys can see, like there's not really normal habit for me. It's the first time. It's 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and I remember back in the day, like even like 2-3 years ago, when I just was getting into my personal development journey. I've always wanted to go to the gym in the morning and then afterwards go to school. Now obviously I don't go to school anymore. I go to work. But I've always wanted to go early in the morning, but it was very difficult for me to do it. I didn't actually have a car, and obviously you guys, for the people that have been watching me for so long and you've been seeing me recording in like a car with a gray and cream color interior, that was never my car. As I've already said in a few past videos, that was my dad's car, and the only reason why I would sit and record in his car is because I wanted to always talk passionately. And if I start saying some crazy words, start shouting, whatever, I didn't have the possibility to do that at home because I live with people. And so I would just sit in his car and I would just record there. But obviously, I wouldn't really drive it, right? I didn't have like license or anything. But now that I have my own car, not only I get to do this road talks whenever I want, without having to worry that somebody else took it to work or anything, but I can actually go early in the gym, early in the morning, wake up, go through my morning routine, do my push-ups, do my meditation, do my journaling, do my morning prayer, have my half a liter of lemon and pink Himalayan salt water, and then go straight to the gym and have a boxing session before having a road talk right here with you guys. And I feel I'm slowly scaling, which by the way shouldn't be the case. Obviously, you should scale very fast, but my whole point here is I've always wanted to be in a higher level, comparing to the people that are my age. And I feel like I'm achieving that very fast. And although I was kind of egotistical, like as much as I try to stay humble, as much as I try to, never feel superior, it's not something that I speak, it's something that I feel. And I just cannot help but feel this way. When I look at other people my age, 18 years old, it's extremely difficult for me to look at them and feel motivated. When I look at the average people my age, it's extremely difficult for me to look at them and feel pushed by their situation, by their position. You have those rare motherfuckers that actually are grinding their ass off, and they are, already driving their dream cars. They're already making 10, 20, 30K a month. But when we look at the average people of my age, when I look at the people average of my age, still coming out of school, college, working a little part-time job as a barista, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on the phone, no structure, no real plan of what they're gonna do in the day, and so, well, obviously they don't even go gym. And then you have those motherfuckers that like go gym just for the sake of being able to say that they go gym, and they're sitting there like, oh yeah, bro, I'll go gym. Like, I've been going gym, man, but I need to eat more. I need to bulk. And it's like they don't know what they're doing. They're going to the gym like twice a week, 3 times a week, doing push-pull leg. No progressive overload, no eccentric movement, no hypertrophy really activated. They don't know what they're doing. They have the mindset of a little sheep. And all they are doing is just following the crowd and do what they've been told is healthy. Eating barely eating fruits and meat, thinking that's healthy, when they're in minus calories, already skinny as shit, getting even skinnier and weaker. They wake up whenever they want, thinking 8 hours of sleep is what they need. Thinking 8 to 9 hours of sleep is what makes them productive. Although they end up working like 2 hours maybe, doing their little school studies. I sleep 4 hours, 5 hours. On a good day I will sleep 7 to 8 hours. But I don't rely on my sleep when it comes to my day. I rely on my drive, I rely on my ambition. And I want this shit bad enough so I don't need 8 hours of sleep to operate. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. in the morning. This morning. And I went through my morning routine. And I came straight to the gym. I did not have no 8 hours of sleep, comfortable little hot shower, none of that. As a matter of fact, I'll drive back home now, have a cold shower, and finally have my first meal in the day. Some of you guys wake up at 10 a.m. As a man, how can you wake up at 10 a.m.? Some of you guys wake up at 10 a.m., have your little hot shower, to feel nice, warm, and hot, and relaxed, and then you go have your breakfast. And then you wonder why you can't get better. You wonder why you have such a big drop in energy in the middle of the day. You wonder why you have no motivation. People have been saying online that motivation is bad, you need discipline. Like, sure, discipline is the way to go. But why not filling it up with motivation when you can do so? I am highly motivated so many times throughout my day. And I love it. And it works. There's nothing bad with it. As long as on the discipline part, you can actually go through the shit, motivation will do nothing but only improve your day, improve your workouts, improve your flow state throughout the day, improve your work. I slept 3 hours tonight. And I'm still gonna work like 10 hours. I work 2 jobs. I have a business, and I go to the gym 4 times a week for weightlifting and twice a week for cardio. That's 6 times a week. And I bulk, having 4 to 6 meals a day. It's not hard. It's simple, but it's not easy. And you distract yourself, feeling comfortable comparing yourself to the average people that are your age, whether you're 22 years old, 25 years old. If you're watching this video and you're still watching right now, you probably already have that mindset. So I have no reason to doubt that you're already getting somewhere. However, the problem with you guys is that you look at other people your age, and obviously you're above the average people of your age. But the problem is that you're competing with the wrong people. When I look at the average people of my age, if that's who I competed with, I would have already been comfortable right now. With the money that I'm making, with the gym progress that I'm making, I would have been already comfortable and I wouldn't get better. One of the biggest obstacles in progression is not the knowledge, because most people think I need to listen to as many podcasts as possible, I need to read as many books as possible. Nothing wrong with gaining your knowledge, with understanding the game. But where most people fail is when they fight against themselves. It's not knowledge problem, it's a mindset problem. And they get comfortable tricking themselves into thinking that they're doing good enough just because the average people their age is nowhere near their level. So you need to switch your competition. And you need to look at the people that are 30 years old, 40 years old, doing so well, buying already the dream car 30 to 40. And that's who you need to compete with. Only then you'll be driven. All of my old friends are still going to college, still, oh man, it gives me the ick, genuinely. It gives me the ick. And I don't say this with arrogance, trying to act like I'm better than anybody. But I say this with a perspective of understanding where I want to go and who I need to look at. If I look at the people that I used to go to school with, they're all still in college figuring out what they want to do in life. Still, having the little girlfriends, going out with the little girlfriends, spending every single penny that they make from their little part-time job, pocket money, onto the girlfriends, onto going out to eat in spots just to show on their Snapchat that they're somebody. That's my competition. Going for a run twice a week and thinking they're healthy. That's my competition, bro. So when I'm looking at them, it's easy for me to get comfortable. But when I'm looking at the people that are doing so well, they're making a lot of money, they're making 6 figures, buying the dream cars already, that's when I have to push. That's when I'm feeling like I need to do something. Yo comes from understanding yourself and fighting against your mind. Not other people's lifestyle, your own lifestyle. When you wake up in the morning and it's 5 a.m. and last thing you want to do is get out of your bed and it's cold outside. You had an argument last night. That is who you're fighting against. That's who you're competing against. Yourself, your own mindset. Not the fucking old friend that used to go to high school with you and is still scrolling on TikTok, trying to do the little engineering course, not knowing if that's the right thing, thinking that working a job will get them somewhere as long as they're a good employee and they slowly scale every 2 to 3 years, get a promotion. You need to win the fight against yourself. You need to have the mentality where every day you wake up ready to attack the day regardless of how you feel. Keep grinding.